Alright, today we have some more big crypto airdrop claims, starting with the Aethir Cloud and their ATH token. So the campaign ran from the end of April to the beginning of May, but I think they did extend it a little bit, and they had the simple task with the Galaxy you could do and the layer 3, and then they also had the badges for being part of certain communities. Now if you go on the Twitter, you can follow the links to go to the claim and then the stake. So if you do visit the platform, you'll just have to enter your address and then you'll be able to see if you're eligible or not. The minimum allocation was 700 tokens, but if you bought a node or you did more than just the basic free task, you will have got a much higher allocation. Now, whether you got one or not does seem to be a bit up in the air, as some people that just did the Galaxy and the layer 3 did get this minimum allocation of 700, while some people didn't. I have been looking and it doesn't look like there's ever any clarification on how this was quite determined. Some people think it may be because they were Sybil, or it might have just been a raffle. I think it might have been potentially because some people didn't check into the Galaxy quests every day, as they did update them constantly. As for claiming, you will have to do it on the Ethereum mainnet, so that does mean you will have Ethereum gas fees. So right now they're still a bit high, around 23. The best times to claim are very early in the morning or very late at night, depending on your time zone, and it's better on the weekend. So the weekend's coming up, if you haven't claimed it, that could be a good time, as the price isn't going to dump. So if we do look at the price, we can see it is $0.07 per token. So that base free airdrop is worth just under $70 at around 50 to 60, but the token I think is quite likely to go, it could go back up to that 0.1 level that it keeps touching, and you can get a clean $70 for it. The other option, of course, is to stake your ATH tokens on the platform to help support the network and get platform fees and in-game rewards. Next up, I think it's worth moving on to Stakeland, as it is a bit time limited, and their YOLO prize pools are eligible to claim now, and they have finished the missions. So if you go onto the Stakeland platform and you got some of the raffle tickets, not the stakes, so if you got the stakes, they will simply be added to your balance and you can use them next time for one of the missions in the pro section. I know this is a little bit confusing, but if you did get the raffle tickets, which I didn't really cover as it was a very short campaign, but what they did was you had to actually interact with the platform itself, the gaming platform over on Blast, and if you played a few games on the platform, you would have earned them. Now, what you have to do is you can submit them, and instead of doing the distribution like they have done normally, they are doing it differently. So they have a certain amount of prizes and a grand prize, and you put your stakes and your tickets forward. And if you do manage to get one of the prizes, you will get this drop of 8,888, which is worth around $62 right now if we look at the chart. But if you don't manage to get one in the raffle, your stakes will actually not be returned to you. So you can see by this meme, they don't really mention it, but it's clear that they're not being returned. And you can also win multiple times, so you might enter and get lucky and get 2 lots. Looking over at Debridge, they have just done an update to their Arbitrum points rebate. So before, I've covered it, what you could do was every Monday you were able to do short swaps to the Arbitrum network and get all of your points, all your fees refunded, sorry. But now they are clarifying that that won't be the case, as it was a bit of a broken system, and I showed by the dashboard on Dune that I made that this transaction shot up and it was being abused. So there'll be no more exploits or systems where you can get more points for the airdrop by paying lower fees. Another claim which I know a lot of people have been farming is the cookie airdrop. So this seems to be an airdrop for people that did the cookie bakery task and they logged in and they did all the quests, as well as all of the Zeely campaigns and the Galaxy. And if you placed in the top 15,000, as they did have over 1 million participants, you will have got an allocation. Also, of the 15,000 people that were eligible, they're placed into tiers with different amounts from tiers 1 to 4. And they will also have this other airdrop for the first 200,000 people that joined the cookie army, so people that joined the Discord, but this will be claimable after a 1-month period. Now, you can head to the platform if you haven't already to collect. I am not sure what my wallet was, as I had a few issues, so I'm going to have to contact the team. But you can connect your wallet or enter them, but it's not working right now to see your allocation. And what you can also do if you don't have any is you can buy some, and they do have the staking. But I do know if you wait to claim a few weeks, you do get a larger proportion of your allocation as it is unlocked. Now the price per token is $0.1, and I think for the allocations people got, not everyone's going to be happy, but it does seem to be decent enough for a lot of people. Looking over at the Bubble Imaginary Airdrop that is coming up very soon, you can actually see the amount of points you have for playing the game on the mobile, how much you got for the social farming, and how much you got for the imaginary passes. This isn't any announcement as to the amount of tokens you'll be getting, as we know that the drop is coming at the end of the week in 5 days, 17 hours, or early next week I should say, and you can still just see your kind of finalized points, what you'll be getting, so you can head to bubble.imaginary ones to see this. Another airdrop which is coming up very soon, and that is the Orderly Network, and you can qualify for this by using the platforms which utilize them. So you can go over to the airdrop checker, and if you're an early EVM trader, this is where the bulk of the points have been. So I have switched off my main wallet. I did not really get many of these. I got some Galaxy ones and some Zeely ones, and obviously the Order of the Merits, which is how their point system works. If you were an early EVM trader, you'll probably see a few hundred here potentially. This and what total you see here will not include your merits. So you can still earn merits. If I go over to the normal Orderly Network site, you can see for this epoch, which just started today, I've got 6 merits, and this is just opening and closing a few trades. You can see where I'm ranked. So I'm ranked fairly good. Hopefully I will get this a lot higher, and I can also see my finished rankers as well. But if you do want to get involved, I have a quite detailed article. I haven't made a video for it as I think it might be a bit late for that, but it's quite straightforward. You can head over to the Galaxy. You can see that you can go through the quests, and by getting a certain amount of trading volume on some platforms, you can get the badges. My favorite site is to use Woofy Pro, so make sure to use the limit orders. My balance has gone down a bit as I have been losing some fees with my trades. I simply open the trades, close them. I try and make good trades. I'm not very good at it though, and you can generate tens of thousands in fees quite easily and move up the leaderboard. As to whether it's a profitable airdrop, there's still some debate about that. We'll have to see more about the tokenomics and how it's all going to turn out. A few smaller ones, the playpixiz have released their game on mobile, and they have said that the airdrop is coming in the next few days in the comments. That's something to look forward to. And I'm not sure if I've mentioned this before, but Photon, the trading platform that make it very easy to buy, do seem to have officially launched some information about their airdrop campaign. So they did drop this link for the photon.sol stimmies. And what you can do is head over to the platform and you can opt in. So this is the first thing they're doing. You click I'm in and it will do a tweet for you, and then it looks like they have more rounds coming up, and you can see volume. So I did just make a quick article on this. You just have to visit the site, sign up, post that tweet. Then if you do want to try and qualify for this airdrop, it doesn't matter when you start, you're not missing out on anything, and the points have started to be listed on the Wales market, so you can get a rough idea. It is very inaccurate right now, but if you do want to trade meme coins, if that is something you do, I normally just LP and don't use this platform directly, so my points aren't the best. But if you are wanting to buy the coins very quickly, you can do here. I did try to list the best settings to set up for when you're doing the trading on different coins. Now for some new free easy airdrops, Initia has been doing their campaign for a few weeks now. We're now on week 5. If you go to the platform, you might see some new quests which you can do. And if you haven't started yet and you do have a lot of time, because this is a time intensive airdrop, just doing all these quests, checking in every single day and visiting all of the partners and getting XP from them. Also, if you head over to the crypto airdrop tracker, you can get the task daily to be updated, and you can mark it as done, visit the task, and then it will come back the next day to remind you to make sure you do it. And finally, it does look like Sophon will be opening their farming next week, so make sure to give their Twitter a follow just so you remember when it goes live. You can visit the platform, you'll just see a countdown.